Hey, how's it going? Did you miss me? Good, because I missed you too. So normally when we start the new year, I do this miraculous thing where I kind of fall off the face of the earth for a week or two and find out what I want to do with my channel and in my life. And while taking my week or so off this time around, I realized something that made me pretty happy. And that's the fact that I don't want to change anything. Towards the end of last year, we were producing more videos a month than I was producing in years. And I realized that that is the exact direction I want to take this channel. I want to upload as frequently as I can because I like being a presence as much as I can be. Which also means that I am going to be streaming a ton this year. So if you don't follow me on twitch.tv/Skooch Live, you should do that now. I think I'm streaming this second, doing my league placements, so get ready for some baby rage. Besides all of that, I just wanted to give a huge thank you to everyone who followed. I'm not joking when I say that towards the end of last year, we grew 9 times faster than we've ever grown before, going from 180,000 followers to currently like at 260, and it's genuinely insane to know that we have this much love and support. Obviously, I couldn't do this all by myself, so I wanted to give a huge thank you to the editors, Andrew, Basin, Nicky Boy, and Kai. You guys are amazing, you guys are better editors than me, and I am so glad to have you guys on board. Now, enough of the intro. Follow my stream because I'm streaming right now. Let's jump into a best of 2020 compilation! Basin, take it from here, Basin. Skooch, will you give a speech of encouragement for year of 2020? All right, honestly, guys, here's my speech of encouragement, all right? It's dumb to wait for something to start new. You know, what better time than now is a quote that a lot of people live by. And New Year's resolutions are something that not a lot of people stick to because it's pressure on yourself to do better every day. But there is no pressure to do better every day. There's pressure to do better when you can, all right? Just because it's a new year, don't think you're gonna black and white shift and, I don't know, or be this super crazy, alpha, strong, smart worker that releases YouTube content every week. No. It's gonna take a while. You're gonna have to wean onto it, all right? And weaning onto it is okay because it doesn't matter how long it takes. All that matters is that you're trying your best. Welcome to 2020, bitches. I've trained my whole life for this moment. I've mastered my weapon. I've conquered my demons. And I even learned how to control the wind. But nothing I've done has prepared me for this. A character more mobile than the fastest man. More fluid than WAP. And somehow deals more damage than a bad breakup. Yone, I don't know where you've come from, but if any spirits can hear my qualm, I would be eternally grateful. My message is this. Wherever Yone came from, please, for the love of fucking God, close it. Stop! Stop letting shit like this come out! LP is something that causes more disdain than anything else. Because you're actively trying to get somewhere when you play ranked. And LP is the only clear indicator of doing so. Mixing that with the possibility of going against Smurfs, your team refusing to communicate, and of course just losing in general, this turns into the shitty scenario of progress never being guaranteed. Which is such insanely tilting game design. Can you imagine playing a one-player game and then at random there's a chance for your save file to corrupt and send you back to where you were 2 days ago? You'd never play that game again. All of your hard work is just gone because sometimes games are unwinnable and Riot does every single thing in their power to keep your win rate at 50%. In my case, it leads to these climbing days where I win almost every single game. And then I get fall days where I'm constantly griefed or paired with people who are just innately toxic and don't want to participate in getting a W. A game system that is constantly telling you that your progress isn't stable is so uniquely trash. It'd be like having a 1% chance for your Pokemon to have a fucking heart attack every battle. Oh no! Pikachu fucking died! Better start off from square one again! Every map has at least 2 different places to plant bombs, which turns it into a sick chess game of where the attackers will go and how the defenders will stop it. Maybe the attackers smoke B and rush A with heavy machine guns, also known as Project Big Gun. Or smoke A and rush A with machine guns, which is known as Project Big Gun. Or not smoke anything and rush in with Big Gun, which is Project Big Gun. Obviously, my playbook is a little limited, but the possibilities are endless. There are characters that can bully you, and then there are characters that can make you feel like you simply do not exist. There's a place where nightmares come from, and Nocturne is how nightmares come. All I'm saying is that the second that you hear this sound, you better start running because something very bad is about to happen. And through the years, with technology advancing, the ways that we could compete evolved 6,000 times over. You could completely burn someone's skin off as Scorpion from Mortal Kombat to prove that you are the best fighter. Or you could do a sick windmill dunk as Scorpion from Mortal Kombat to prove that you could ball. Scorpion is pretty multifaceted. Animal Crossing New Horizons is a game that rewards you for taking your time. Whether it be fishing, planting, or catching bugs, this game lets you enjoy moving at your own pace. Doom Eternal is a game that will punish you for even thinking that stopping anywhere is a good idea at all. If you are still for 2 seconds, something will come out of left field and blow your colon right out of your body. And that's what makes this game so fun. Believe it or not, there was a time when champions were something made for the common man and woman. Back when Coca-Colas were just a nickel, and in order to get to school, we had to walk 5 miles uphill both ways. Yeah, those were the times. Every champion seemed to be more or less easy to learn, and in turn it lowered the learning curve at the cost of versatility. However, while God was busy inventing a new breed of platypuses or some shit, he made the grand mistake of accidentally spilling Chemical X on Riot's design team. And like kaiju rising from the deep sea of the Pacific Ocean, Riot went... Fuck. Because at least there's a statistic that lets us know that we're getting better. But when you take away the people's ability to see whether or not they're improving, by basically saying that ranked doesn't matter and the new items are so unbalanced that even if it did matter, it wouldn't matter, we get to this breaking point where people aren't able to get the same thing they play this game for. But the issue with snowball heavy metas is that it turns a lot of your ranked games into a coin toss. Especially when half the cast of relevant characters are impossible to play badly. And... Kiana has a point-and-click stun, Echo has a get-out-of-jail-free ultimate, Olaf has a get-out-of-jail-free ultimate, Nocturne has a get-out-of-jail-free W, Set has a get-out-of-jail-free W, Aphelios exists, and Senna should be removed. Cool.
Everyone knows you're cheating.
No, I'm not cheating.
Okay.
All right, you can stand still.
Yeah.
Talking all that shit. So one morning I wake up a little early. I'm very bad at sleeping and it happens to me all the time. I turn to my left and I see her cuddling the $500 4-foot Tamareep and I go, okay, that's kind of a cute visual. I'll take a picture of it. You know, just me, my girlfriend, and this $500 4-foot Tamareep. I post it on Twitter. Follow me, Skooch. I post it on Twitter. I write, yes, me, my girlfriend, and her $500 4-foot Tamareep, right? Post this at whatever the fuck time it was, and I go back to bed. That's it. It's just a stupid little picture, right?
You think this is funny?
In a cosmic sort of way, yes.
Well, Mr. Funny Man, is this how you get your sick kicks?
What? It's just an ordinary...
Oh my goodness!
Oh, fuck. I don't like this one. 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 Like it is nothing. You fucking idiots. Goodbye, monkeys. Hey, wait! The fact that pairing it with the slow on Echo's Q means that you'll be unable to get away from an impending burst is insane. Imagine if you were getting chased by a serial killer who was not only much bigger than you, but also an Olympian track runner. It sounds awful, right? Well, now cover the floor in molasses and give that man some rocket boots. And once he punches you, that is a whopping 550 plus 210% AP burst. If we factor in a Lich Bane, which he will normally get in his games, that is basically a guaranteed burst that deals 737 plus 260% AP, with no runes, no Dark Harvest, no Electrocute, nothing. Just base damage. And we haven't even gotten to the strongest part of his kit yet.
Wait, Skooch is rapping? All right, baby. I need at least 6 rhymes. Let's go.
All right, Skooch, let's see it.
Let's go, baby.
No pressure, obviously.
not afraid of
got
ghosts
this.
or whether or not they fold you guys. We're going into a house and battling a poltergeist. I swear to God, some of us will come back alive. And if not, then I swear I'll keep my eyes on your...
Thighs.
I got, I mean,
Thighs.
no, thighs, that's not the right...
That was
right-
real good for the first half.
Cause
Good.
we go first half today.
Have an unusual day.
Oh my God. Yes! He said yes! Let's go! Shout me out. Nicky boy, put this guy in the video.
Say no more, boss. I got you, fam.
He's gonna ask for clout, but I get to play Trinamir mid. Let's go! Oh, coming! To give you a wonderful analogy, imagine if some guy decided to race you in a 100-meter sprint. So you stretch, you work out, you do your best, you become the best runner you physically can. And then on race day, he shows up with a fucking Nissan. You have a bunch of tools at your disposal to tackle the challenges the game throws at you. Whether it be traversing a giant chasm, climbing up dangerous heights, or just dealing with bugs, it's good to be well prepared. So in order to deal with the world's challenges, we have a super shotgun with a grappling hook, missile launcher with lock-on technology, net, plasma rifle with explosive blast, shovel, flamethrower that drops armor, chainsaw that refills your ammo, road, rocket punch, super dashes, double jump, eggs, for tree, not creature. And many more! On top of that, there are character traits you can spec into before your runs to make your playstyle even more defined, giving the player choice before it even starts. Which is amazing. Nothing's worse than playing a roguelike and not even being able to have fun because you don't get an item you want. Oh, did you want the bazooka? Well, that sucks, buddy, because you're getting a wiffle bat and a Lego set. Figure it out. The new runes kind of gave you the ability to play the game however you wanted. Like if you know you're gonna have a problem catching an enemy, then you can go Predator to have a speed boost whenever you need it. If you're in a lane where you're gonna constantly be in extended trades, Lethal Tempo will give you bonus attack speed and give you the edge. Are you tired of playing League of Legends? Well then just run Kaleidostone and play Mario Party instead. Fuck it, who knows what you're gonna get? If you could describe the new Season 11 items in one sentence, what would it be? Holy fuck, 288 of you have replied. Oh no. I have shot this woman with my gun 35 times and still managed to die because she hugged me for a bit. I think that's a crack at Sunfire, right? Because that's like one of the best items in the game. Me and the boys microwaving Baron with Sunfire. Fuck it, Duskblade will be funny. I kind of feel insulted by that one myself. This right here is already a testament to how the rest of it is going to look. The rest of it is going to look like this. This is the lighting everywhere else. And then there is this fucking JPEG of a collie with motion blur skirting in. Now she looks more realistic. Nice, yes. Less. Wow. What the fuck happened? Okay. So I think I covered just about everything that you gotta know in order to understand this character. So I'm gonna get out of your hair, and I wish you guys luck on the Rift.
Hey, what does ult do?
What?
His ult. What does it do?
Oh my god. The enemies respawn when they're off screen. You roll the dice, you win again, and finally you can move past the first two rooms in the game. So go ahead, kid, get running. Let's see what it... Oh! It kills you from 100%, meaning that health pickup doesn't matter. You respawn, you bait out the first trap, and you get running, and there it is again. You get through the death traps, you run into two monks, you get through them however you want to, and finally you hit this balcony area. Well, there's nowhere else to go, so why not jump it? and that's a game over. I can't tell how to feel. Is it a good thing that they're making an SCU or Sonic Cinematic Universe? And on top of that, does that mean just Tails, Knuckles, and Amy? Or are we gonna have that whole storyline where Sonic falls in love with a human girl? I mean, I'm kinda down for both. Fuck it. Game devs know what they're doing. They actively gather information and consider the steps necessary to make the experience better for you. They have surveys, they have statistics, they have player information that we'll never have access to. And oftentimes, though it doesn't seem warranted to us, the player, they normally have a plan. And I'm not saying they are absolved from guilt. There's going to be mistakes. There's going to be a lot of mistakes. There's going to be a fucking ridiculous amount of mistakes. But the only goal that game devs have for their game is keeping it as entertaining and fun as they can. To continue to fucking vacuum out all the money from your pockets via skin lines and DLC. Imagine being a first grader and sitting in your cute little math class and finally figuring out what 2 + 3 is. And the second you get the right answer, the teacher goes, "All right, bitch, now we're doing calculus. And guess what, buddy? If you pass this test, we will give you $1 million." Unfortunately, Mortal Kombat took the bait. If you can't tell, Mortal Kombat was the kid in this scenario. I mean, why wouldn't they? Staying 2D in the era of dazzling 3D graphics was just asking to be left behind. In Mario 64, you can literally play with Mario's face. And you're telling me to go back to this? The choice seemed clear. You either take the test or you get drowned out by your lack of innovation. And unfortunately, even though Mortal Kombat is one of my favorite franchises of all time, and it's hard for me to say this as a super fan, Mortal Kombat failed this test every single time. This is nowhere near enough representation. I understand that your hands are busy now, Riot. You're balancing 3 games now as opposed to the 0 for the last 11 years. So I thought that I could help you out and point you in the right direction. Nowhere on this list is there a Puerto Rican. I have noticed that none of these characters are animals either, which makes the roster feel incredibly lacking. The only logical answer here would have to be Pitbull, aka Mr. Worldwide. Champions released today are way more fun than they've ever been. But are they balanced? No. Or maybe you're just tired of the enemy not having shit in their pants. Well, build a Duskblade and witness the scariest fucking thing you have ever seen. I don't really want to tell anyone, so scoot in. The only good news about this is that for some reason, in lower elo games, nobody has discovered what Rift Herald is yet. Honestly, it is the freest shit I've ever seen. Why does preseason matchmaking get worse than... Get the fuck out of here, you fucking dweeb! Because of this reboot, MKX became the best-selling Mortal Kombat game of all time. And that is an example of a company doing it right. But what did the Sonic team do when Sonic Mania came out and became the best-reviewed Sonic game in the last 15 years? Sonic Forces. You remember that? That happened. His next basic attack will strike with his offhand weapon, dealing bonus damage and consuming all of the marks no matter how far they are. Oop, quick pause. I just want to say after recording this bit that I realize it sounds like I'm really mad at Regan Drake, and I'm not. This is more to show that the infrastructure of the subreddit needs a lot of help. It is not their fault. It is not their fault that they jumped to this conclusion. I could just imagine that it is unclear to them, so don't jump anyone for this. Okay, cool. Continue the video, please.
Hi, may I bother you a while? I am Cappy from the Cap Kingdom. What should I call you?
God, look at all those lawsuits. Jesus Christ. All they need to do is add like Angry Birds and we're good. And that's it. And that's immediate DMCA takedown of my channel. Hey, you. Yeah, you. Got any tasty star bits? If you feed me a bunch of star bits, I'll burst with snacky happiness and then transform. I'm famished. I need 100. My God. You greedy little fucker, huh? You greedy little fucker. He said, if you give me all the money in your wallet, maybe I'll help you out. That's it. I'm full transform. Is that a new planet was born? Here's the plan. We attack Garage. Phoenix, I'm gonna need you to flash that hallway. Viper, the second you see somebody, I'm gonna need you to throw your poison smoke cloud. There's a mosquito!
There's a giant mosquito in his room, apparently.
Aquí está la ventana, aquí está la ventana. No, Peter, shut the fuck up. It's on the mic, it's playing for me.
It's a mosquito.
Holy shit, do you see how big this fucker is?
Ow.
Oh! Dude, Peter, I need help. I need help.
Close the door.
No! No! No!
Alright, guys,
Why do you keep having mosquitoes in here?
I don't fucking know.
Sí, porque de quién abrió esa parte.
Yo no quiero. ¿Tú piensas que yo lo abrí para qué?
No, yo sé.
Para dejar mis amigos entrar.
Tus amigos mosquitos.
Oh.
There he is. Acá, ahí arriba. Ahí arriba, mira, se queda luz. I can't see him. My eyes don't register frames fast enough. Atrás, ahí está. Pégalo, pégalo. KDA Seraphine lives in Los Angeles, is discovered by KDA, helps produce their album, and then talks about how hard it is for her to do all the mental gymnastics it takes to become a star, right? All of that is true, right? So all of those mental problems are only attached to this one instance of Seraphine, right? Let's say fucking Project Z was an alcoholic and struggled with fucking alcoholism, right? But only Project Z did. Normal Z, Ninja, Shinobi, wants to kill people, Art of the Shadow, etc. But Project Z, he's a drunk dad. He's a drunk, abusive dad, right? Does that make the situation better? It fucking doesn't, right? It doesn't make the situation better. You still wrote Project Z to be a drunk alcoholic dad. There's this huge election going on between a Donald Trump and a Joseph Biden.
I've never heard of them.
Oh, that's because none of them mattered. That was also the same year that Kanye West ran for president.
God Emperor Kanye.
Only he wasn't God Emperor Kanye back then. He was just another music producer.
But Granddad, does that mean other people used to make music too?
Well, yes, Sky. It was a much different time back then. Maybe I'll tell you some more about it later. Riot didn't just walk in and tell the design team, hey, let's make some new items. Riot walked into that room and said, hey, fuck everybody. Jesus Christ! Holy shit. Big guy. Brother! Okay, this is the shittiest dual wielding I've ever seen in my life. But we gonna do it. Right hand blicky, left hand cemetery. Yeah! Yeah! Let's charge this bad boy. Where you at? You coming in? Yeah! Come on up! Come on up, idiot! Dude, holy shit, it's so much easier when I don't try to pull off some dumb shit like that. Did you end up in bronze? Well, let's try for silver next time, huh? Whoa, you got into gold? That's crazy, but I think you could make it into plat. Oh my god, you hit diamond? Whoa, buddy, don't walk in here all willy-nilly with that massive cock, huh? You might hurt somebody. To say that the figurative dead horse was beaten is a criminal understatement. I'm talking they fucking M6A3'd that bit. And like what happens with every single form of art, we reached a peak. And at that peak, after a slew of bad copies trying to be the next big thing, we reach regression. We realize that battle royales don't have to be something that's so complicated, and so we head back to the basics. Do we really need superpowers? No. Do we need building? Not at all. Do we need guns? And then finally, when we peel back all of those crutches and filler content, what we have left is... Holy shit, we went too far. It's the lobby of Peach's Castle. All right. How long, okay, real quick, how long do you think it is going to take, honest to God, for someone to dive into that painting and break it? Right here, boom. You guys, at 1 day max, 2 minutes. Fucking 2 minutes. It's gonna be the first fucking guy who gets, admission is gonna run at max speed head first and just shatter that painting. That probably cost them a couple $100. 10 seconds, it's gonna be the first guy. And then Shigeru's gonna go, you know what? Fuck y'all, we're closing Nintendo World. I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick. Nobody leave. You guys count to 100 again. Count to 100, quick.
Make a hot take. I'm too tired for that. I'm sorry. Give me like 20 minutes. Bro, why is his exposure so high? I feel like way too pale. What the heck?
Get out of here! Get out of here, you hooligan! On top of that, your EXP can literally make you grow as a character. Shoutouts to Cho'Gath. And the gold gain from the things you kill allows you to spec into builds that change how you play on the fly. Which is cool as shit. You don't just unlock 4 abilities. You can get a weapon that lets you shoot further to be safe. You can get a weapon that lets you turn into gold when an enemy one-shots you in order to give yourself another chance to reposition. Or you can even get a weapon that gives you tank stats and AD and empowers your next auto and gives you attack speed and gives you fucking move speed and gives you 20% CDR, and I don't know why this item is so good. Positioning becomes very crucial to playing well. Now let me tell you why Lee Sin doesn't give a shit about where you are. Because Lee Sin has an ability to get to you. He has an ability to get away from you. He has an ability to keep you from getting away. And he has an ability to get you away from him. Oh, and he has Flash. Lee Sin doesn't only punish bad positioning. Lee Sin punishes positioning, period. I think, therefore I am, is a very important phrase written by the legendary philosopher Descartes. But people seem to forget the second half of said phrase. I am, therefore, Lee Kick. It's time to watch the Terraria training video. If you're watching this video, congratulations. This means you've hunkered down and are ready to embark on a journey filled with certain death. In Terraria, there is only one rule. There are no rules.
Careful, guys. He's invisible.
Are you serious, or are you just memeing?
That's his whole power, Skooch.
But doesn't he have to go? Oh! No! Oh! Oh, Jesus! Holy shit! That shit's... You can't run around forever, Yako!
I'm faster than you.
We found this is the girl who gets killed. This is the girl who gets killed in the game. Oh, wait. Oh, my God! No fucking way! The Gamer Girl is a chilling FMV thriller game set in the world of online streaming. Adopt the role of moderator for up-and-coming streamer Abby King99, who's back online after the mysterious disappearance of her friend Becky. This is the fake Twitter they made for the Becky girl. She has one post on it, and it says, "I'll be offline for a while, XX," right? Holy shit, I can't believe we just stumbled on that. And I can't one-shot anybody anymore because Riot's stupid. In reality, Riot is just doing what they should have been doing the entire time and trying to make all the characters have satisfying and fun gameplay. Just be sure to stick to blind picks so that you can get the characters you love, because honestly, new characters get more bans out than a goddamn quinceañera. That's a really good joke. Not only did she come out with a $25 ultimate skin on release, she's had a dedicated Twitter page, an Instagram, a Weibo, a SoundCloud, a Spotify, and God knows whatever else 4 months before she was even declared a champion. Now, I'm sure many of you have thousands of hours in CSGO, but for the few of us that don't, including myself, I would just like to make one thing very clear. Oh, excuse me, let me just grab this real quick. Valorant is nothing like Overwatch at all. You're not gonna just jump in like a monkey, dash around, and survive everything. You are not a tank. If you make one misstep, you will die. Alright, next. Hey, Riot? Set's kind of killing everybody and also taking the most damage and also making it impossible for my tank to do anything. Can you help? If I'm being real with you, you should have dodged. You would have lost 3 LP, now you lost 19. You look dumb, get out of here. Okay, next. Hey Riot, how's it going? Aurelian Soul walked at me a little too fast. Hey, what? Cassiopeia's W is the worst feeling in the game as a mobile champion. Imagine being fed. Bases are loaded, you have your red trinket going so you know they don't see you, you jump in and boom, all of your shit don't work. You can't flash, you can't jump, and you have to slowly walk out of this fucking path of death that she set for you before you could even contemplate escaping. And late game, it's an 80% slow, meaning walking out of it is gonna take you a minute. Honestly, if an enemy Cassiopeia has a low double-digit IQ, she could completely counter half the roster in the game with this ability alone. Miasma? More like me ass dead. Honestly, I just wish that Cassiopeia carried a mirror with her so that we can at least see how fucking dumb we look before we die. Yeah. Now check this out. This is called the Speedrun Slam. Uh-oh. That's right. The Speedrun Slam. You like that? The Speedrun... Nintendo, we fucking love you guys, man, but stop trying to attack us for being fans. I don't think there's a single drop of malicious intent when it comes to fan games, adding online capabilities to your games, and the line between protecting your IP and being an angry geezer is severely muddled here. So my closing statement is this. Nintendo, your morals are dated, and you need to change, and I have faith in you. Remember when it used to be a chain of love hotels in Japan that people would use to have sex with strangers they met in the club? Well, you grew then, and you can grow now. We believe in you, Nintendo. You just gotta believe us too. They focused on our first topic of the list, movement. The CEO went, look, guys, we don't need no fancy schmancy graphics, all right? Let's take the base shit that made Mario so good and let's make it better. What did Mario used to do? He liked to jump, sir. Perfect. Then let's give him more jumps. Let's give him a triple jump that he could do if he jumps 3 times with rhythm. Let's give him a wall jump. Let's give him a long jump. Let's give him a weird backwards side jump. Let's even give him a backwards long jump that he could use 10 to 15 years from now to completely skip all of the content in our game. What else? He likes power-ups, sir. Okay, then let's give him power-ups, but power-ups that work better in the 3D space. Let's give him a winged cap that he could use to fly over levels when he triple jumps. Let's give him a metal hat that lets him walk underwater and reach previously unreachable areas. And let's give him a vanish cap, because just fuck it, you know? Oh, what about Yoshi, sir?
No!
The movement and... But speaking of jungle differences, the hardest thing to deal with as a jungler is the ego of 9 other players. You're not just playing against a top laner who badmouths you every single time they outplay you. You are quite literally being yelled at by every single person in the game. I'm so glad that minions don't have all chat enabled, or they'll probably be calling you a piece of shit too. Are you and then there's a creeper.
Hi there, hi there.
And then there's a spot.
Hi there.
Why? Why is it? Why? Please, let me in my fucking house. Let me in the Let me in the fucking house! Why are you jumping? Please don't swing. Jump! Get in! Get in the fucking... How about that item that gives every single character an execute? Perfect. And tell you what, we'll even throw in some rotating game modes like Earth or Nexus Blitz so that our entire player base doesn't off themselves before the actual season starts. And the reason why preseason even exists is because Riot does need a time to balance everything in the game and change it up significantly. Obviously, Riot can't do a huge item rework in the middle of the competitive season, okay? It'll shake up the world as we know it. I mean, imagine how different worlds would look if NA didn't get out of groups with other items. At least, as a fan of NA myself, I'd have an excuse. But though Steam literally has a workshop section where devs go, hey, buddy, what do you want? You want to play Left 4 Dead 2 but replace the cast with lovable My Little Pony characters? Go right ahead. Or maybe you want to play Skyrim, but instead of the normal gang of medieval warriors, you want the cast of My Little Pony. We have that too. Or maybe you beat Terraria one too many times, so you want to replace the characters with, I don't know, My Little Pony? There's a lot of My Little Pony mods. Maybe this will lead Sonic to having a resurgence as big as his original release. We're just gonna have to wait and see. I guess, in the words of Sonic the Hedgehog himself, I'm so mad, I'm gonna go have sex with my girlfriend so I won't be so mad. jungle, kind of. There's a kind of jungle. It looks like that's a jungle, right? They have all coves on the top and the bottom, just like League of Legends. And they probably have like a Baron that's going to be in the middle, or one of those scary Pokemon like a Rayquaza that's going to pop out of there and beat your ass. Take a gander. Take a gander at this. Snorlax has Volibear's passive. He's running away and healing. That's definitely a volley passive. Pokemon Unite! Presented by the Pokemon Company, and there they are, Dad! There they are, look! It's Tencent! Number one, the I hate Teemo is the devil joke is old, alright? It's so old, in fact, that did you guys know that the Little Devil Teemo skin came out in 2016? 2016! That's the same year that Harambe died. It's also the same year that this atrocity came out. You guys remember that? It was a fucking terrible year for comedy. In fact, there are threads on the LOL subreddit that date back to 2014, asking where the meme originated from, meaning it's older than that. But Skooch, how will I know when his punch is going to rip my anus in twain? It's easy. You should be scared when his hair spikes up and goes golden like a fucking anime protagonist. We get it, right? You watch Japanese cartoons. Enemies in the middle of the blast will take true damage, meaning tanks can't build against them. And if you think, oh okay, I'll just kill him before he can do a mega punch. Well, too bad, fucko, because he also gets a decaying shield equal to the grit expended. Someone started the game at the exact same spot as you, and you grabbed him by the face and went, look here, bitch. This is my game. But it's not just player versus player, it's players versus players. If you can secure yourself a lead by innately just playing better than the other person, now you have the potential to carry your team because of how well you stacked up. Which is why this game is so fun when you play with a group of friends. We've all played in a 5-stack where we were the carry and the team was on our backs. And honestly, that feels pretty good. You could show off to your friends, look good in front of your e-girls or e-boys. You can even DM your game results to Seraphine and hope to God that she responds because she's real.